Accomplished so far. Feels like they still have something to prove here.
Yeah, this is a Memphis team that feels disrespected.
7. He's been tremendous since he entered the starting lineup. And Alyssa,
when we come to conference tournament week. Now, when it comes to Bijan Cortez, it's for the team when you think shot.
Let's see how aggressive he is today. Memphis. And the Tigers are on a run, having won 5 in a row. An early turnover, though. DeGray the third. And DeGray fouled on the jump shot. Gray, who started his career at UMass, then spent a couple of years at Missouri. Last year right here in this building, in this tournament. To go with 8 boards. Behind the arc at 39%. Haggerty settles on a 16-footer and drills it. That's up with danger. And a spot up 3 for Corey Washington. And a hot
Yesterday.
Here's Hunter now with the mid-range. Boy, did they side, and a perfect start for the Shockers.
A good design play to let him get to that strong.
Bangs inside. That's what he's best at.
Really good balance.
Just session for Wichita State. From home. It's been an up and down season for the Shockers. Cortez whistled for 14 years as an assistant at Baylor. And the third most.
I think he's done such a terrific job with this team. It's been a work in progress. Personnel, they're self-aware. They know who they are. And yes, they shot a bunch of threes last game because they.
And he's got 4 early for Memphis. And productive backcourt. Here's Xavier Bell, Wichita native. And he massages it in through traffic. Cortez lobs it inside. And Corey Washington.
And oftentimes when you miss a layup on one end, it ends up in a transition opportunity.
Ups his game when it turns to March. He was at St. Peter's. He was also on the MAC rookie team. And he bangs home both free throws.
Back to that.
Hunter rode into the side ball screen, and Bell puts up an air ball from 10 feet.
You see how Wichita State really wants to focus on taking these guards away.
Cortez throws.
You can forget about that. His confidence is through the roof right now.
Well, Jourdain, at least this officiating crew led by Lucas Santos with shot.
This is a little bit too much with the forearm. And Ronnie DeGray meant to say shot. They were checking to make sure the shot was
great right in the middle of things, but Memphis with the takeaway. Haggerty the run out. He's
beat the line and then just a nice little pull up.
Haggerty whistled for the former Shocker. He and Haggerty both transferred within league. Haggerty came from digits. DeGray for 3. Who is this Wichita State team? 9 threes yet. The American tries to step through and left it off floor. Cortez makes it 6 of 7. What a start for the Shocker. Officials got hurt. Chuck Jones is the backup official. You see,
he was probably sitting there chilling. I've never been subbed in my life. Also, I'm a little dehydrated, leg cramps. I don't know if I can tough this one out.
So, it's not my fault. Gets into the paint to danger. This is a Memphis team that has been stymied.
Good footwork down low.
And the clinching win Friday was 20 points per game, with 10 boards on 67%.
Oh no, man, is that thing about to implode down in the 901? And Penny
maybe. AJ McGinnis on the floor for the first time. That one falls short.
Slithering through the defense and getting himself to the free throw line. Again, it's been nothing.
Back in his home state, he played at Crosby High School here in Texas. He got into trouble in yesterday's win against South Florida.
Yeah.
It was a sing on to that win yesterday to advance to the quarterfinals, and a turnover as it went right through the hands.
In right now, Justin Hill, transfer from Georgia, has a ton of upside. Won the conference tournament and be a Cinderella team. He's got to be the 6th man.
Missed a bunch of time with an ankle injury. Haggerty wanted a whistle, but he did get the bucket, and he's already into. And a foul in midcourt. Hill had it blocked by danger.
I mean, if you're Hill, just run the offense, let it come back to you.
There for the Golden Gophers back in the early 90s.
He's so good with his left and his right. And I go, was there something that happened early where you were left-handed this college stage?
Tigers have turned up the temperature now. It's a 9-0 Memphis run. Washington takes a couple of bangs, and then that eventually is a whistle against P.J. Carter.
Best shot night in, night out. But it's not necessarily who they're beating, but how they're beating them. And
trying to get it inside to Danger. Instead, Hunter launches a three off the back. Struggled with turnovers since Cortez went to the bench. 4 turnovers.
No pass possessions.
Danger may have got a piece of that one again.
Outside of just, hey, I'm going to go 1-on-5 when we try to make a tough 2. That's not how you're going to.
One against South Florida yesterday. They lost to Tulsa on Senior Day, which was.
There's one knock you can have on the Penny Hardaway era offensively. It's their turnover rate, being more cautious with the ball.
I will point out it is improved. It's McGinnis. Big fella gets another touch and lays it in. Bosniak gets whistled for the foul.
Balance. And that is a big body. No matter how big, they're going to bring Ballard in.
Ready from the charity stripe. Memphis has a win against every team in the league. Beverly dumps it off. Ballard ran it.
So they got Cisse on that one. And Ballard, but rebounding, shot blocking, and we have not said his name enough early.
On Friday. Advantage Cisse. And then Ballard comes over to help out. They get a 12-14 game against Wichita State. Incredible offensive basketball right now. And Texas Tech and Arizona meet in the other semifinal.
Best playing off 2 feet when he penetrates.
Hunter puts up an air ball and Cisse.
Little mid-range floater going, but you cannot go in there off one.
He'll take a seat. DeGray back in at the 4 spot. Cisse's got another free throw coming. He rolls the second one home. 5 minutes into this game. Beverly for 3. It's off the back of the rim. Wanted a double dribble. Danger throws it up with that left hand, and Cortez brings it down. Haggerty has it swallowed by Ballard. Jourdain with a double pump.
Which he'll wear for the NCAA tournament. I don't know if y'all can see it, but in the last huddle, I was looking.
A long time.
He is beloved, and for good reason. And a 3-second call will take us.
So they are well prepared.
Cortez fires a 3. What a hat.
In that win at Wichita State about a month ago. So they're trying to
miss their last 5 shots. Here's Danger to the rim. He can move. The screen again for Cortez. There's the switch in the pickup.
Yeah, much better switch.
Cortez dancing with Haggerty. Into the corner for DeGray. He's already hit 1.
Well, if they gave that one to Haggerty, it's tough.
Tough
break, right?
It's tough scoring. The ball at Wichita State nearly left his feet. Ballard couldn't get it on. Say keeps it alive. Another chance for the former Shocker, and that one's in and out. Going, and he takes it all the way off the window.
Nice step through, kind of Euro move by Ben.
Fake, wide open 3, McGinnis, no. Ballard, yes! Both in.
Doesn't turn this game around for Ballard.
Haggerty clanks one, and then Danger loses the.
It goes in. He leads the country in effective field goal percentage, with looks like.
Cortez mid-range.
I can't tell you how far that goes from a mental perspective if you're the underdog in it. He gets into a rhythm by getting a shot block. It's like a 3-point shooter that hadn't made a shot.
An attempt. Cisse now in at the 5. Danger's having shoulder issues. Hunter leaves that jumper short.
He has come in off the bench to help stable them despite not having.
Carolina and Austin, Texas, and any other bubble team. Pardon me, pulling from Memphis. This league could steal a bit if somebody other than Memphis wins.
Absolutely right.
Haggerty finishes. One the prettiest, but Memphis has now put together a run after be a goaltending, pardon me. They're going to count it. And Haggerty's got another bucket. He's up to 8.
The free throw line.
After the foul on Rogers, Xavier Bell's got another. Grew up going to games at the Roundhouse. He wasn't recruited by him coming out of Andover to keep it on this end. Haggerty, yes! P.J. Haggerty with a 20-point with a reach in on Cortez, left him wide open. And then Ballard, 3 seasons now, including this one. Haggerty gets the whistle.
It's attacking the rim all the time. It's him as a jump shooter, just as he was there.
Scored Tulsa, 21 points a game and 4 assists, but he is taking it. Nearly a 2-second difference shot in game clock, and Bell throws it to the second row. 1 of their last 7, and so Washington goes mid-range, and he gets fouled by Nick Jourdain.
And score 3rd. I mean, this guy, when it touches his hands, he's going to go get his, and he's done a
20-point half this season. 34 of the Shockers, now 47 offensive rebounds. P.J. Haggerty Cortez in this game. Haggerty feeds the big fella. Let him eat.
I mean, how many
of the first half? Hunter with the steal. Fouled from behind. Great in the postseason. And a throwaway right to the Wichita State radio crew.
15 minutes of this one.
Danger, little jump hook. By the way, season as the play-by-play man for Wichita State. You've seen screen on Cortez. Got a block from behind. Great. Rogers got a shoulder from DeGray and turned it over.
I thought that could have been a foul. Cortez's hands, and they're trying to make fatigue be a factor because this Wichita.
Then Justin Hill got hurt. Cortez returned to the starting lineup. One of two from shares it to Haggerty, gives it up to Danger. And foul trouble piling up for Memphis. T. Rowe Price, ACC men's basketball.
Well, this is your guy right now. Justin Hill has struggled as of late. And we
came out scorching the nets from deep. Danger forgot the basketball. It's off of his knee. Was forced to the bench for a handful of games. He had 31 points in his Wichita Shockers. Beverly spins, hangs, and draws the foul early on the baseline. And stepped on the end line.
Well, and instead of just pounding it in down low to Danger, put him out on the perimeter.
Haggerty on pace to shatter that today. Here's Beverly back to Hill. He spots up. Now has missed his last 12 at the free throw line. Just 48%.
I think it's remarkable. When he was at Lausanne in Memphis, Mr. Basketball of the division.
Beverly off the ball screen. Three on the right side is short.
Times they've really shored up their defense.
Haggerty got a bump from Cortez. He was Mr. Basketball in the state of Texas. 27. The steal. Corrals finishes. He's got
for 30 with 13 minutes left in this thing. Are you kidding me? On the court.
The only thing they've been able to do is drop. And another whistle. Only going against Cisse.
It's not.
Folks watching the score around the corner three off the inbounds. Shot clock seems to be reset. Works on Beverly, gets past him, and kisses it high off the window.
Just playing off of one and still being under control.
Woo! Cortez kisses it in. DeGray tries one. Got it. Ronnie DeGray III, whose dad played with Chauncey Billups. DeGray with the pump fake, got Cisse in the air the second time.
Night. And so all those teams right there that you just mentioned playing for something.
Inability to blow out teams that they're favored against. And you get dinged. Beverly challenged. And then we got a jump ball. One away by guess who? Haggerty finds Okoji. And he's able to finish. Left, yeah, 15 turnovers for the Shockers.
That's led to.
He draws all sorts of eyeballs and gets fouled up.
Keep it around a 4 or 5 point game with 4 or 5 minutes to go.
It's a second on DeGray. Danger turns it over. Cisse, but Beverly trying to challenge him.
Yeah.
And gets it up and over the big guy.
That's his.
Haggerty circling to the top. Danger fouled and one. At 50 of the 62.
Wow.
Who dropped 42 on Houston back in 2014. And Haggerty is threatening, dashes it in from the corner.
That was all set up by a nice hard.
The corner three answered on the other side by P.J. Carter. Okoji. Danger leading the break. Why? Oh, he turned it over. Well, he had an amazing run last year. Won 4 games in 4 days to make it to the championship game. UAB won. Burst and a finish by Barack Okoji.
The athletic.
6 points off the Wichita turnovers. DeGray short, but got it to roll home % of the time. So
I told you that.
You looked it up. Yes, I looked at your computer. And Okoji with the rebound and a foul on DeGray. Penny Hardaway in the offseason locked himself in the facility. Guys have had tremendous postseason success at different. Here's Bell for 3. It rims out. Ballard.
Well, it might be a long time before somebody gives me a key that they believe in me. He said, don't worry.
Get some noise. Ballard with the putback. Larry Finch went for 48 against St. Yeah, he's a good son. Ballard back-to-back buckets.
I might just say anything on air right now. Better watch out. I feel invincible.
No. Shoot. Here's Hunter. Little fake got him past Cortez. Ballard redirects it. Dig this game. On the roll, it's knocked away from Beverly, then lost out of bounds. Hunter, beautiful bounce. And Haggerty's got a 38.
Tried to, that they still caught up before I could get it off.
Cortez fires it in. And off the glass and in by Bell.
To 5 or 4 under the last media timeout, and here they are.
Haggerty. Offensive foul. Coming back.
Haggerty would have 38 with 3 minutes to go, and you would have 17 turnovers. They think it was.
Here's Beverly, who takes advantage of the switch, and with the left hand and a follow.
Previous plays on the review.
It is right there on the line.
Well, there's a lot of different. If they can keep it themselves. Oh. So there you go. 9 to shoot. Tigers and left it short. 1 to shoot. Got to hurry. And they just draw rim.
These deflections. Goes off Ballard. Even though they don't rely on it, they can make it in crunch time.
Beverly rejected by Danger. Day here in Fort Worth has been a fun one. Final. Haggerty past Bell. Got a bump. No whistle. Letting him play.
Last couple possessions here. That big time Hunter 3 came off. That just leaves the defender on an island to bust through that screen.
Percent. They haven't had to rely on the perimeter play thanks to
this guy. He just knows how to get to the bucket. He knows when to pull up.
They went back and looked at the contact when Haggerty was on the ground after the timeout. He took a
stuck with it.
Rogers wasn't aware. Now he forces one, and it's a shot clock. Now 1:12 on the clock. They're going to put 1 more second on the clock. It would have made it a 2-point game. Shockers haven't scored. Bell is able to get a trip to the free throw. Wichita has already been through senior day. He grew up a Shocker fan. All-state in football and basketball. Kansas Mr. Basketball at Andover Central. Free throw line. Cortez foul. It's his third. Rocco Koji. Missed it.
It worked. I mean, you drive hard, you try to get a foul, but look, you got the ball under your own basket now.
Just before the foul.
That's going to be really interesting timing.
Haggerty got tied up immediately.
Gosh, and that they're going to review that for.
So the worst case.
There's a common foul on white 4 prior to the release of the throw.
Yeah. So here's Xavier Bell at the free throw line. Made 2 a moment ago.
Wichita State dodged a little bit of a bullet there.
Bell knocks them both. Seat over number 1. Court to Hunter. Paul Mills says don't foul. They're going to play this straight up down 3 by Bell. Gets by Bell and the floater goes.
So Wichita State survives.
Bell is 7 for 7 from the free throw line.
Here.
It's the second one to roll home. Played in the NCAA tournament in 21. You talk about player of the year. Nearly picked up by Hunter, and he's fouled in the backcourt with 20.3 to
open there. And good job just staying under control.
Texas last year. 4-point lead. Now a 5-point lead. Biggest issue for Wichita game summer. Memphis picks up full court again. Now Bell, 15 to play. Bell gets downhill into danger, and he's fouled. That has been all their offense. He is not. Second one, good. Steps through, and he's fouled.
And Haggerty to
21. It's Coach Davis tucked into the corner. Ken Pom had Memphis as a 10-point favorite today. The question is, Whether you're talking to a fan, an expert, a committee member, and it's a 3-point game with 2.1 to play. Ballard on the ball. Left his feet, stolen and knocked out of bounds. You got Rodgers for the foul.
Yep. And with no timeouts, yes, he can run the baseline. Obviously, you want to make the first, and you're going to intentionally miss the second. You would prefer.
Fifth-year senior from Detroit.
Anybody in there? That's to keep these guys covered up.
Haggerty with the rebound. Back up the game. 42 points on 16 of 25.